Hi everyone, Kim here. Welcome to this week's live Oracle card readings and catch up. How are you all? How are you navigating the energies currently? There's lots going on. Are you finding time to bring some balance, bring some quiet time, some reflection time to integrate, to support your nervous system as we head into this very busy time of year? Things can escalate a little bit and things can feel like we're under all this pressure to complete everything and get everything done before the 25th of December. And I'm not sure why we get caught up in that energy. I suppose it's connecting into the collective energy. So maybe do your bit to keep that energy as calm as possible and just, measure yourself. Do your shopping over a few different visits and keep your own energies balanced. So we are in the new moon phase. We had a new moon about 4 days ago, so we've got another 3 days or so until we come to the first quarter moon. So that is that building energy that I'm talking about, that you can perhaps feel out there. It's very hot here in Queensland and stormy season. So we had an incredible storm yesterday afternoon. It was chaotic. Fortunately, we sustained no damage, but I know that there were people that did. So my heart goes out to all of those people and trust that you're receiving the support that you require. It is part of living this life in the tropics that we still are getting used to. Very grateful for my swimming pool. I've started my morning swims again, which is just a lovely way to begin the day. And then it's hunker down inside, close everything up to try to keep the heat out. So how are you faring at the moment? I'd love to know who's on here with us. And while I pop up, the overall card is attraction. So being mindful, and I did wake with this in the early hours this morning, reminding me of how powerful I am, that I really am a magnet to drawing towards me that which I desire, and whether that be that I'm putting negative things out into the world, worrying, etc., or am I really managing my thought process and keeping myself accountable to my heart's desires. And I'm focusing a lot on preparation for next year, up leveling my business, opening up more space for more clients, and I have to say to you, that has me out of my comfort zone. So it's not letting fear stop me from expanding and growing, recognizing that fear and sitting with that part of myself that is a little fearful, of all the voices that go, can you manage this? Will you be okay? What if? So listening to all of that. So being mindful of what we are attracting, because we are attracting regardless of whether we're paying attention to it or not. So and that's not to say if some adversity is occurring in your life that you've drawn that to yourself, that you've created it, that you've done anything wrong. That's not true. It could well be part of your soul's journey and part of the growth of you. It's not, I was saying this in Women's Circle the other day, it's not the adversity that happens for us, it's who we get to meet in ourselves in that process. So let's see how you're all tracking. I'm just going to refresh these comments and see who's here and say hi to everybody. Oh, hello. Okay. Hi Sharon, lovely to see you. Hey Joanne, nice to see you. Hi Gerda, how you doing? I love that. For Sun Carl. Okay, well, let's do one for both of you. Hey, Leanne. Again, you've been in my thoughts. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Regina. Hey, Brooke. Lovely to see everybody. All right, now I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to grab my pen so I can write all these down. So we've got Sharon. We've got Joanne. We've got Gerda. Let's do one for Gerda and for Carl. For Leanne. For Barbara. Nice to see you here live, Barbara. I mean, you're always live, but we don't always connect at the same time. Let me see what Regina is saying. Yes, please. Okay, no problem. And Brooke. Okay. Let's start there, and of course if there's others on here now, just before I do that, as part of my expansion, you know, if there's, and I ask this from time to time, and some of you are amazing at offering this group out to other people, but if you feel that there are others, and it is open to men and women, so if you feel that there are others that would benefit from this group, please be mindful about, you know, we want people that are in their power and that are on, you know, similar path to us. Even if it's right at the beginning, it's absolutely fine. We want to keep this a beautiful, safe container, but if you feel, please offer it out to others so that we can grow this community together and support each other. Alrighty, Sharon, I hope you're taking a rest after your big weekend. All right, change. I can feel those stirrings of change occurring for you, and I'm being reminded today about the passion. When the word that's coming through is drilling down. It's fairly harsh word, but it's like really, there is a harshness to the word, but it's trying to be descriptive about really honing it, just because you've got all these offerings. Which ones are you being really called to do? Which are the ones that people are asking you more for? Which are the ones that light you up the most? Which are the most flowing ones? So as you come to the end of the year, and as business owners, we're often reviewing throughout the year, but really feels like there's a big energy of this change occurring, that we go into next year being a more expanded version of ourselves, offering ourselves more authentically, more genuinely, less masks, less hidden. I know you know that all makes sense. So looking at those changes and honouring that process for you, staying with what lights you up and what you feel Spirit is asking you to do, and being mindful of where you're giving your energies away. Is it really serving your overall mission? Okay, beautiful. Joanne. Wait. Yep, okay. So I felt when I came across your name this morning, I felt a little sadness come straight into my body. So I just want to take a minute with you, if you're feeling some sadness, to really honour that in yourself, and please don't make it wrong. And even if you don't fully understand why the sadness is there, this card is urging you to trust your path. Trust that this is part of your growth and part of your forward path of who you're stepping into being. Oh, I like that. Who you're stepping into being. And as I'm saying that, I'm getting this beautiful visual of, it's almost like letting some parts go and stepping further, more fully into who you are. It's very heart open, very genuine. Oh, I hope you've got good support as you're walking that path. It's really honouring you, confirming for you, you are in the right place, you're where you exactly need to be, and to be gentle with yourself whilst you honour these emotions that are coming up for you. Okay, Gerda, I'm going to pull a card for you first, because as we know, own oxygen masks on first before we can support anybody else. Otherwise we deplete ourselves. So attraction. This feels like, and I know that you know this, and I know that you are being this, keep asking for exactly the kind of support that you are looking for. Keep putting that out there. I love the way you don't get caught up in the drama and all the detail. You're staying very pure in your energy, very clean in your energy of who and what you want to attract as you move through this process of supporting your son. So it's more a confirmation card, but a moment to stop and just, yeah, right way forward. And for Carl, divine soul, there's a surrender energy in this process, handing over, trusting the pathway. We can't receive from a closed fist, right? So it's that relaxing, opening up. This is a spiritual journey, a spiritual offering. There's so much more. Sometimes we have to let go of the very 3D-ness, the very material, to be able to open up into the other dimensions, the other paradigms. So ensuring that there's great ways of communication, surrendering that process, let go of the resistance, which is a very human thing to be doing. So there's so much love and support around. I hope that really assists you. And Carl, lots of love. Leanne, let's see what's coming through for you. Okay. Realization. Again, other portals. So this for me feels like meditation. I straight away have an image of you where you've told me before that you meditate, receiving this information. I feel like you've been very caught up again this year in the very, provider, etc., which of course, you've got to pay attention to those things. We can't, we've got to have a roof over our head and a means. But this realization of, again, opening up into heart space and allowing you to receive the gifts of your support team coming through for you, encouraging you to take the next steps forward. 2026 has got some beautiful energy coming. It's, more and more we are requiring light workers, healers, however you want to term that, out in the world. And that even if you're not doing that professionally, it's who you're being and how you are interacting with others. We can all be the light for somebody else, as simply as the way we communicate with somebody, encouraging words, empowering words, helping others to feel better about themselves and remember who they are. So this realization, this information is there for you to take the time to download it and allow it to come in. Okay. Barbara. Change again. Again, this is an honoring of the changes that you are making. If you stop for a moment and look back at this year and really recognize all the changes that you've made, they want you to dance a little in that celebration. Really honoring the growth and the significant changes that you've made. So this is a confirmation, a celebration card for you. Beautiful. Regina. we've got release, let go. Let go of, I'm just being shown mind. So there seems like there's a lot going around and around in your mind. So how can you release that? Going for a swim in the ocean, getting out in nature, handing it over to the trees, sharing it out loud, getting out of your system, and really hand that over. Okay, so they're also saying that you're being a little bit hard on yourself in some way, so be mindful of that. Be kind, and if there is that looping, then maybe it's writing it down and releasing it by burning it that will help you to really release it from your own system. I hope that makes sense to you. Alrighty, Brooke, and then I'll do a refresh of the comments. There it is there. Yours is focus. What are you choosing to focus on? Again, we've got the emotion here. We've got the butterfly on the third eye, so transformation. This is about where are you focusing your energy and your thoughts. Be mindful about these. You are a powerful creator. If we go back to the overall card that talked about attraction, if we get caught up in negative speak, if we're, get involved, we've got those friends that are over dramatic, and we, get caught in their web of energy, that's not serving you. So where are you putting your focus? What are you wanting to bring forward in your life? What do you want more of? What do you want to let go of? This is all asking you, and it's also asking you to sit with your emotions that are coming up for you. Don't run away from them. Don't mask them. Allow them to come up for your own awareness so that they can be transformed. Alrighty. Let me do this and see where we're at. Okay. Hi, Lisa Tinson. Lovely to see you, of course. And thank you for your time. You're most welcome, my love. Sharon, yes, had a big rest yesterday. Thank you. Thank you for the card and beautiful message. It resonates totally. I'm becoming more discerning about my time and energy. Beautiful. And as you do that, you teach everybody around you to do that. So that's really beautiful. I love that. Joanne, thank you, Kim. Been feeling the changes, and yes, I do have great support. Very, very delighted to hear that. Of course you do. Blessings, Kim. Comforting, and we'll show Carl too. Absolutely wonderful. And Barbara's saying thank you. Alrighty, let's do a card for Lisa. I'm remembering the energy, Lisa, of you feeling like you're expanding your offerings and stepping out, and I know that it can be nerve-wracking. So the card, the message, focus. Honor the emotion that comes up. So, like for me, I was saying to you earlier that or saying to all of you earlier, that as I expand my business, I'm stretching outside of my comfort zone. There's lots of questions that come up. I'm 63. That's not old. I've got plenty left in the tank. But there are things that come up. So it's sitting with the discomfort that rises. What's the fear, as I ask myself. I say that to my clients all the time. What's the fear? And so acknowledge that for yourself. And it can be like, can I juggle it all? Can I still be mum? Can I, da-da-da-da. And those questions come up for me too. Can I still be mum? Can I still be grandma? Can I be there for my kids when I want to? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So really honor all of those questions and, address them as they come up, rather than letting them stop you from offering. The world wants what you've got to offer. There are people out there waiting for the messages that you've got to offer and the way that you do it. So take this as courage, but focus on where you would like to head, what feels true for you, and how you move forward. And, have somebody in your backspace that can really encourage you and support you. That's definitely what I love doing in business. There's many women on here that I have supported to take the next step, whatever that looks like. So I encourage you to have good support around you as well. I hope that serves you as you move forward. I'm going to refresh these again. Leanne, thank you, Kym. I did sit with a guided meditation on YouTube and came in touch with my higher self. Nothing more beautiful than this connection, support and unconditional. I call it my mother's self. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's so beautiful. There are so many wonderful meditations on YouTube. Not only, like there's my channel that's got some recorded ones, and I share into my meditation playlist if I do one that I love, then I share them in there too. So if you're lost as to where to go, but just, look for the ones that resonate with you. Brooke is saying, thank you, Kym. You are most welcome. Love it. All right. How else are we going? Okay. I feel like we're pretty close there. I think we've covered off on everybody. As I say, I'll be taking 2 weeks off only. Let me have a look, tell you when I'll be closing. Yeah. I will work up until the 23rd of December, so I'll be here on the 23rd, and then I will be off until the 12th of January. So just take that 2-week period off. So I'm here. That's often the time of year where people are looking for that guidance to help them move forward into the next year, to review this year and move forward into the next year. So I will be here for those that are looking for support. Set yourself up well for the year ahead. It's going to be a good one. Well, good, bad, whatever. It's going to be an amazing one. I can feel the energies of it. All right, everybody, take good care of yourself. Be gentle. Balance out those crazy, busy energies with some gentle, quiet, reflective time. Sitting in nature. Make sure you're hydrating yourself and being gentle with yourself. I look forward to connecting with you again next week. Lots of love, everybody. Bye for now.